You know, for us, Sweden is the practitioners in that field. We see Sweden as a pioneer in the waste management and recycling, and they have very nice regulations there to organize this sector. So we hope to be for you to be our model.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. The mall is basically based on recycling, because in Sweden all municipalities handle all kind of waste, from private people and all business waste too. All kind of waste, you need to take care of it in some way, and the municipalities are responsible. So I worked for the municipality owned company in that town where this recycling shopping mall was, and of course we could just receive things from the private people. They left it, and then we could upcycle it and sort it and just put it up for sale again. So it's basically private people's waste that we took care of, and then just had a few shops that was reselling it.
But so, after you refurbish, or how? Because it is waste, either it goes for full dismantling or you refurbish. So
we were the company who just received everything, and then we supplied 12 different shops, and they were the ones who could recycle or repair or just wash it or whatever to put it up in their private stores again. So it's not like a flea market where you just resell things as they are. It's a real store, presented like a store, but the items were like sustainable. So either you could sell it as it was, but also they are the ones who do all the work on it. So I didn't do anything about that. I was just the manager for how it was working. Yeah. But of course, we do also recycle a lot of things that we received, because we couldn't handle everything. Because people in Sweden are they are fond of just throw things away. That's kind of a weekend thing to do with the family. You just clean up your house and just go to the recycle center just to throw things away. And then the next weekend you want to go to a shopping mall just to buy new stuff. So that's kind of a hobby that we have. Of course, we received a lot of things, so we couldn't handle it all. So we had to give it up for recycling too. And that's, of course, also, we have a system for recycling all kind of materials. So, yeah, but, you know, we've been here in Sweden for 200 years, I think, in peace. And, you know, we've had time to develop all these kind of systems. So, yeah, I guess...
I think you say the key word here. You were living for 200 years in peace. So this is a big contributor for development.
Yeah.
If I may suggest that during the speech or the meeting, or I don't know what we should call it, but. I think everyone should, speak about like what you just mentioned. Give a brief or more than a brief to the audience. This is a very nice success story because this is not a typical thing, and also we also tell our story. So we will have two different stories. And then, sorry for that. And then we can open the discussion, open the room for questions. This is my suggestion.
Yeah, sounds great. Yeah.
Thank you so much. That is fantastic. You know, I was thinking, okay, what should I do right now? Should I come in?
Here.
You know, yeah, that sounds like a great idea, because we had our very first conference a couple of days ago with the young leaders. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Nasser, can you hear me?
Now I can.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Now, a few days ago, we had a conference with the young leaders and Ghazi tours in Saudi Arabia. Being the first one, we had a few glitches, which we're obviously managing right now, because obviously everybody gets to mute themselves and actually listen to the speakers. So I think this is going to be a great idea. We actually get you and Nasser going through what it is you do in the different countries. In that time, they have to be taking notes, or obviously paying attention to understand, because by the time you finish talking, they should be able to have valid, constructive questions to ask.
Yeah.
How many minutes do you think you're going to need for this meeting or conference?
How long do you want us to speak?
Speak for 2 hours, 3 hours, the whole day. I don't mind.
Great.
So you tell me.
Because they're quite young.
We've got, okay, this is crazy. We've got a 9-year-old and we've got up to 23 years old. So we've got a 9-year-old that is in primary school, but in England, a lot of the educational establishments are actually focusing a lot on recycling anyway. So the kids in England, I think the kids all over the world understand recycling. It now depends on whether or not they're actually putting it into practice. So yes, we've got 9-year-olds. So I guess in a way, when they ask questions, it's going to be a matter of you, the speakers, knowing how to scaffold the responses so that they all understand what is being put across.
But do you want me to start to just define recycling and upcycling, the difference between those? Like we have this waste stare, you know, within the European Union, we have a common waste plan that gives us all the countries within the European Union guidelines how to handle waste, like the first and the second best step to do, just to define what I call in Swedish återbruk. That's my business name. That's translated to like upcycling is the value. That's just to reuse things more than one life cycle. That's the better things to do. Or and then we can just come into the subject recycling, because I think that's the most famous and global way to handle waste, right?
Thank you so much. That sounds like a great idea. And I was wondering, Anna, would you have any pictures you could actually show or share for
Yeah, absolutely. I think I could do that. And also, I have practical examples that I can show on live when we are doing this, or during the presentation. I think that's the most like practical way to learn and to see it live. I think just to, I have, for example, I have a jacket that is made of plastic bottles, you know, from Coca-Cola and sodas. So that's a good example of a recycled product. And also I have upcycled products that I can show if you want to. So
yes,
it will
please,
be clear for everyone what we are like talking about, because I think it's a common thing to the definition of recycling and upcycling is pretty much the same for most people. So,
but I think in this part of the world, really recycling, waste management, recycling, it's not we don't have that culture, unfortunately. And maybe it is very important, really, as you mentioned, and really we need to define what does it mean recycling? What is the importance of recycling? What is the risk of not recycling? Okay, so we will take it bottom up. Maybe, for example, in Sweden, they're born with this culture, okay? But in a lot of parts of the world, and I'm sure there are leaders from countries, they don't have the recycling concept. So I do prefer that we shed some light on this one, and to have them all to be in the same page, to have the same understanding, in order for them to ask the right question. But who's going to be the moderate for this session?
We're going to have to. I'll have to come back to you with that, Nasser. Let me have a look while you guys get on, please, because we've got the names of all the moderators. Just a minute, please. You please go on with the discussion while I have a look.
Okay.
Please.
Okay. For me, the names are not important, but I mean, the moderator, I think also you need to meet with them in order for them, because they are the, let's say, the drivers for this session. So they can organize the questions. They may also suggest general lines. Okay, it's like, you know, when there is an interview on the TV and he starts to guide the discussion.
Yeah, sounds
so
good.
You may also assign for the moderators for them, like again, to lead this interview, to you know, suggest some topics or suggest some questions.
Yeah, fantastic. I've seen the names. It's going to be Joshua and Maruk. Because what we're doing within the DIL Ambassadors is that I'm trying to get all the young ambassadors engaging as moderators so that they actually get a lot of practice. So this time it's going to be Joshua and Maruk. Joshua is in Nigeria, Maruk is in Saudi Arabia. So they're going to be linking up. If there are any changes before the day, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Good.
And just a minute, please. Just 1 minute. Anna, Talal, this is Talal, one of my ambassadors' dad. Talal's going to be leading a discussion with Nasser in a couple of days. Would you like to come on to have a look, please? You know, to be an observer?
Yeah, absolutely. Can you invite me?
Pardon?
Can you invite me?
I will.
Yeah?
I will.
Great.
Fantastic.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess we've got everything sorted. What day would you like the presenters to come on? Would you have a few minutes to actually talk to them on, you know, with regards to what Nasser was saying? The questions, and actually, would you like to, what do you think, Nasser?
Absolutely. Have we set the date for our presentation? Will it be the 15th? Or,
yes.
Yes? Do you know what time?
5:30, I believe.
One more time. Sorry. 9.
I think she said 5:30, but I don't know, 5:30 London time. I don't know which time zone.
5:30 for her is 7:30 for me, and then 6:30 for you, right? I think we have.
I have to check.
Yeah.
I have to check. Yeah. No. I think so. I think we are 2 hours difference. I think it might be 7:30 for us. I think.
Okay.
Because right now I don't know what's the time, but I think we are 2 hours difference.
I have 1:45 now. Do you have 2:45 maybe?
You know, where is the time?
I have 1:45.
Yeah. I have 2:45.
Yeah, perfect. Just 1 hour difference. And she probably had 12:45 then. So
yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Great. So what time is 15th? London time?
Yes, 5:30 London time.
5:30.
Yes, please.
I have a question. We're gonna be in 2 sessions, okay?
Yeah.
What is what are the differences between these two sessions? Are we gonna see? We're gonna speak and do the same thing, or can we make it in one session, or it is two different subjects?
Talal wants it to be, he wants it to be different because Talal is leading the one with you, and I need to give him that respect and honor.
Okay.
He wants you to see him present a conference.
Okay. Okay. Good. I like that.
Good. So sorry, I had a call come in, so it's actually disrupted my call. The audience. Anyway, I'll try to get back to you with regards to the day I might be able to get the ambassadors to meet up with you for a few minutes, just so that you can talk through how the process is going to go and what you expect them to do.
Yeah, I do suggest that in order to have a continuous, for example, if the meeting at 5:30 London time, we can meet at 5:15, for example, just to warm up. Then the other will join at 5:30.
Fantastic.
Good idea.
So what I'll do, I'm going to obviously I've put it out for 5:30 for everybody else. What I'll do, I'll tweak the times, I'll edit the times in Zoom and send it to just you and the ambassadors that are going to be on, so that they can actually have a bit of a warm up with you.
Yeah.
If that's right.
Perfect.
Okay. Perfect.
Thank you so much. This is.
Are we done here? Thank you very much, and nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you very much.
Hope to see you all soon. Thank you very much.
Great.
Thank you. Shukran. All right. Thanks, Anna. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. See you again. Bye.